in East Africa the same year, 72, when I went back there, they had some Negro bring a old rusty cannon off of a boat or something. You know what they did? They put all the African Americans in jail. They put them all in jail. Why? Because we were all one tribe, and one African American. Who was that African American? The police. Anywhere people liked us, some dumb nigga came by and messed it up for us. So just over there, when we came back here to tussle with the government, we had some skills. We had some skills when we left. When we came back here to do battle, we had some serious skills. I'm trying to tell you the beauty and the value of longevity, being around a while, being able to learn. They slaughtered us, all of our movements, just like that. That's what they kept thinking would happen to us. We'll get them with this. We'll get them with girls. We'll get them with money. We'll get them with money. Finally, by the time Oakland come around 10 years ago, we're going to unload on that nigga. And they did. That had no effect. All it did was showed them. And these Negroes said things that, see, one of our projects is the Oakland Project. We're going to tell the Oakland story. We're going around we're going to tell the Oakland story. There ain't nobody never heard it. They hear about the Black Panthers. They hear about all that. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. That's only the media side. They side, the white folks side, and the tattletale Negroes. That was somebody there paying attention to all of that. And we're going to tell that story. That's the Jahiliyyah story. The Islamic story from Stalingrad to Oakland means that we stopped this big old bad, tough white man right there in Oakland. And guess what? Everybody's sitting there with their mouth open. We never buckled to U.S. pressure. We never kissed their behind. And remember, anticipation. Remember, forecasting. We told them what was going to happen. Long, long time ago. So that's what As-Sabiqun do. Just a few more things that As-Sabiqun do. We have lived up to the title As-Sabiqun, and we would call this the middle stage because we got a lot more As-Sabiqun than we do. One has to accept the accomplished fact. There is or was nothing one could do about it. It was already too late. Would somebody that had the glasses read right there, just to make sure that the people won't think I'm lying. Right there. Or would you just read it out loud? No. One has to accept.
Okay. One has to accept the accomplished fact there was nothing one could do about it. It was already too late.
Now, does that sound like As-Sabiqun? Y'all tell the truth. Ain't nothing they can do about it. By the time 10 years rolled around, it's too late. We didn't got their game. We're already in the psychological guerrilla warfare. We're already in the strategic management of the conditions of repression. We have already, at that time, out-evolved the system. That's why the system did repeated stuff, old-time stuff. We're going to provoke, remember agent provocateurs? We're going to provoke this guy to do something. So big old Khadijah would catch me in the kitchen, and this girl punched me 2 or 3 times, 3 times clear. punching, physically punching. Khadijah, and it's on the thing, she told me right in the meeting, Imam Musa, using such and such, you ought to have titties like me. That's what she said. You gotta look at it, that's what she said. Why would she say something like that? Because I'm supposed to be big bad Hank. And everybody knew I wasn't gonna stand for no crap like that. That was in the past. That was before love, peace, and Islam. And they were thinking like a few years back, niggas would come to the Masjid like that and I'd take my bar, you know, my little dumbbell bar. The bar is about this long. Strip the iron off, and I would never hit them niggas upside the head. I would just get back. Can you imagine a nigga in tip-top shape? Whooping on them. Whop, whop. So they figured, that's 25, that's 30 years ago. But they thinking you scrub. And they had family members saying, you scrub deep enough, you won't get to that. It's not true. It's not true. All they find is love and harmony. You always remember, maybe I just have to get to one of these here. To explain it. La tarkabuna, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. La tarkabuna tabakan an tabakin. You shall surely ride upon event after event. People doing the stuff to us was not riding, they were observing. We are riding, we're using every event as a ride. And then Said Qutb says, they shall certainly ride stage after stage. This is to say, you will pass from one stage of suffering to another, to what has been predestined for you. The stuff that they're doing is predestined for you. It's an opportunity it's a vehicle to take you from one stage to another. It may be a vehicle with wheels that just take you up a little way. It may be a rocket ship that one ride may boost you up so far ahead of people that you're speaking the same words, but you're not nowhere in the same arena. The fight is not the same. That's what these rides are. Each event is a vehicle to denote the ongoing various stages of suffering. Ride is frequently used in Arabic to signify the passage through risk and difficulty. This usage suggests that difficulties and risk are like horses or mules to be ridden. Each one will take the riders the stage predestined for it and for them. Thus, each one will deliver them to a new stage, which is again predetermined. The people ain't gonna know. They don't have no idea. I'll give you an example. Remember how big time abdul-alim thought they was? The white man made them stars overnight. So Raj Bahaj, I should. A star overnight, right? They're everywhere, on every venue. Zayd Shakir and them pops out to Oakland to do a job. After that job is done, pops back somewhere. They have a whole team of their experts. They're not tied to anything. They're mobile. You remember the fat black man? The fat black man could be in the South, he could be in Nevada, he could be anywhere, just like that. And it always costs me. Right? It always costs me. It don't never, he got a place to live, right? Pretty nice. He got a place to live. He ain't no nigga that sharp that work for no damn, what's the company? Sears or something? Sears, how you gonna pop from state to state? And everywhere you go, you got a 2-flat house, rock garden and all that crap.
And Vegas is not cheap to live in. Vegas is not cheap.
Well, he's been doing all right. It's a nice place. And all the connections, I have to go hustle connections. Abdul-Malik them, all the other people, they just push a button. They got all the connections. I gotta go hustle, and I know how you gain connections. That's what I do. They don't go look for nobody. The government sent out a fax, not a fax, now they send out an email with all the contacts that they need. They'll probably load up their phone and everything. These are your contacts, and they're instant success. So As-Sabiqun, the people that anticipated what they're going to deal with. So you have to decide whether we anticipated what we was doing. Antecedent, precedence, premeditated, willfulness, unprecedented. That's what we did. One of my favorite white folks' poems. And y'all got to do this. This is what we're doing this time. We're going for bigger. I said bigger. We said we want to be at the end of this cycle or somewhere during this cycle. A country that's on the same level as a medium-sized country like Mexico. That means we want to have that much authority and ability. We don't have to have that many people. We want to have that much authority and ability. That means we want to be way up in the billions. I bargained with life for a penny, and life would pay no more. However, I begged that evening when I counted my scanty store. For life is a just employer. He gives you what you ask. But once you have set the wages, why you must bear the task. I worked for a menial hire only to learn dismay that any wage I'd asked of life, life would have willingly paid. I want to just say that one more time. It's about us. I bargained with life for a penny, and life would pay no more. However, I begged that evening when I counted my scanty store. This is bargain. For life is a just employer. He gives you what you ask. But once you have set the wages, why you must bear the task. You set the wages. I worked for a menial's hire only to learn dismay that any wage I'd asked of life, life would have willingly paid. Now, I can back that up by experience. Khadijah called about a year ago, maybe 2 years, when they took my money. She said, yeah, you was bragging, but you ain't never been broke. I bet you broke now. No, they don't have no reason legally to have. They just can't do that. I didn't get upset. I said, no, well, that's fine. I said, I'm sorry, though. I ain't broke then, and I ain't broke now. Nor can I go broke. You're talking about physical money. I was trying to teach her, but she didn't want to hear about how big ideals are. But the lesson of money, when I show you the pictures of rich Negroes, I was fortunate to learn those lessons in my early 20s. Our money. All of that stuff. And you know what I found out about all of that stuff? It's not for me. The more wealth I began to spend, Actually, life wasn't as fun. Because if I buy 10 cars, I have to have them maintained. Either I have to take care of myself or hire somebody to take care of the sort of material that's weighing me down. When I traveled around the world, when I left, I had maybe 10 pairs of shoes. I had so much suitcases. I looked like a white woman that was running for queen or something. You know, when they have all them suitcases. And everywhere I went, I had to unpack and pack that stuff up. When I left Africa and went to Europe, Scandinavia and all that, it was New Year's Day, 1972. That's when I made the comeback. I said, I'm making a comeback. You know, like you're fighting the white man and run you off. Boy, you done lost the title. That's what I called it. I said, nigga, making a comeback. I left Europe around the 1st of January 1972, and I left with a little handbag. And you've seen that's the way I live all the time. Back in the bag or on the floor. Anywhere you go where I'm at, you don't find no luxury there. Only reason I sleep on a pad down and a platform downstairs, because babies will slip up on you and get wet sometime. Maybe if you go to sleep too long, you'll flood out. So I don't sleep on the floor, but on a wooden platform and a little something on top of that. Because that's the way I want to live. I don't want to be encumbered by material. Material takes too much time. It takes your life away. You've got too much junk and clutter. This is true. What the heck we bargain for? I bargain with life for a penny, and life would pay no more.